Plug it in and get ready to rock.
Sit your ass down at the hands of the clock.
With Renegade Pineapple so sublime.
Like, comment, subscribe. It's time! Yeah.
Hello, and welcome back to Pineapple Plus, the show where I play the month's PlayStation Plus games. I have already played Letterquest Remastered and Pumped BMX Plus. I shall be playing the Deadly Tower of Monsters right now. And then everybody's gone to the Rapture in the final episode for this month. So let's take a look at the Deadly Tower of Monsters. Oh, he's a cool spaceman looking off into the stars. What's out there? Who knows?
Hello, Dan Smith here, director. I'll be doing some audio commentary for this re-release.
Wait, not yet. Sorry, sir, this is just the DVD menu. The movie hasn't started yet.
Well, this is genius. Oh, I love it. I love the old style. I love that robot. This, yes. Yes.
Well, I see you dug up the original movie poster. Oh boy, that takes me back. Alright, we're gonna start the commentary track now.
That's such a clever thing to put into a game. Whoever's idea it is to have the commentary like that is genius.
Hello, Dan Smith here. I directed this film back in, well, it feels like a century ago. Yeah. The studio asked me to provide a commentary track for the DVD release. And wham! Straight into the action. No fluff or anything. That's what we did back then. Crash-landed ship. Out pops our hero, the fearless
Starspeed.
The ship's velocity reactor is damaged. I believe that I am stranded on an alien planet.
Played, of course, by actor Jonathan Digby. Went on to some minor roles after this. Such a shame. I thought from day one this guy's got leading man written all over his face.
So, by the look of it, it plays a little bit like Ratchet and Clank currently, with the boxes and the sort of angle of the camera in these platforms.
Citizens of Gravoria. I am Dick Starspeed, and I come in peace.
Probably shouldn't have had Dick draw his weapon when he was talking about peace. Well, maybe one day we'll go back and CG it into a sandwich or something instead. Just kidding. This is what people pay to see. A no-name middle-aged B-list actor duking it out with stuntmen in costumes. Such stunning choreography. Now the extras in those robot suits really knew how to take a punch. Oh, literally.
Oh, wow.
I told Jonathan not to hold back.
That thing is
Give it
kind
all
of
to him.
terrifying.
Kick him in the nuts and bolts.
Yeah, get off. Whoa!
Holy smokes!
Why is there a pterodactyls just floating about?
If I land squarely on that grain silo, I should survive this fall unscathed.
It's lucky
I
you
shouldn't
said
say
that.
this now, but you could actually see the strings if you squinted hard enough. A screenwriting trick from back in the old days. You put a grain silo or some haystacks down and it solves
Oh,
all
so
your
you grab it, you run.
gravity-related problems.
I feel that that's a slight diss to Assassin's Creed.
It appears some of my equipment was lost when my ship was shot down. But what luck! This high-tech scanner reports that my ray gun is nearby.
Thank fuck this high-tech scanner's here. What's a checkpoint? Oh Goddamn dinosaurs.
You just don't see quality stop motion like this.
I love that they are.
Someone actually
They've got a lower frame rate, so they look stop motion-y.
Today, it'd be done with computers, but where's the artistry in that?
Get out of here, dinosaurs! Oh damn! There's a lot of dinosaurs. Oh, there's my ray gun.
Now, if the trees here look a little plastic, well, it's because they are. I took them from the set of my last film, Vampire Island 2.
Nice.
We got our fair share of nasty letters from scientists
Oh,
complaining about
dear.
our portrayal of the dinosaurs. Was news to me. Apparently, these stegosauruses weren't meat eaters. Must have preferred shellfish or something. Wow, how do they know? That's what I say.
Oh, oh no.
Fearless sea monster, always patrolling the shore, eagerly awaiting for his.
They're not wage the war again. There it is. Come this way. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. It's not far now. He just slammed his face into it. Why did that not blow up? Aww. That really knocks you about. There it is. Oh, I kind of feel bad for it. It's okay, it's disappeared now. There's nothing to be feeling bad about. Hey.
As usual, the local population is defenseless. That's where our hero steps in and saves the
So I
day.
can shoot on like turret-y controls. So I can just swing, or I can shoot on
We
turrets.
put Jonathan through a lot shooting this film. He wasn't the best actor, especially when reacting to getting hit. He's what you call a flincher. So I told the stuntman to really just go to town on him. It's the only way to get an honest performance sometimes. Our props master tried to make the weapons soft, but there's only so much you can do. Lucky for us,
Still
its
just
entire
beat the
body was
shit out of
covered in
the
space
out of the actor.
That thing was a lifesaver when it came to hiding bruises.
How curious. They dissolved into what appears to be gold.
That's not curious. That's incredibly fortunate.
You'll notice the gold disappears when Dick touches it. We had a deleted scene that explained he's actually teleporting it back to his ship. It's funny, no one ever questioned how Dick was able to walk around with an infinite amount of gold on him.
And dinosaurs again.
Costume budget a bit. But
They've
if you
teamed
ever
up.
tried working with apes, they
There's
are
a
the
bit where
worst
there's
actors
one of the
ever.
apes riding a dinosaur.
Still for a moment, and the second you take your eyes off of them, they're flinging their feces all over the place. Jonathan refused to work with him after he got well, let's just say that he had to take more than a couple of showers one day. You know, you never forget the smell of monkey poo. We steam cleaned the studio top to bottom.
That is the old saying. This does play kind of a lot like Ratchet and Clank. It reminds me a little bit of Gauntlet as well. Oh wait, those are the nice ones. I'm sorry. Let's climb up the altar. I shall. Mega Gorilla. Taking my place as the sacrifice. Great.
Some really top-notch stop-motion effects, huh? Unfortunately,
You
we
could
skimped
see
on the
that.
Dick Starspeed puppet a little.
I love it.
Is not for you to eat, fiend.
This is beautiful. Oh, she doesn't have a gun, does she? Can I throw these? Oh, she does.
We were really ahead of our time with this scene, but well, then again, I've always been rather progressive. The studio exec didn't seem to get why it was such a big deal, though. Sorry, we don't see this as anything unusual. Ha! Of course, it's unusual. A woman would never save the man. It just doesn't happen. Not in the movies, not in real life. I don't know why we didn't get more recognition for this scene. I guess I was just a little too ahead of my time.
Just a bit of an asshole. We're gonna throw him. And he dropped him.
Thank you for saving me, strange woman. What is your name?
I am the magnificent Scarlet Nova. Do not question my motives. Just be happy that you are still alive. I must speak with my father at once. I shall teleport to his chambers.
I love this whole B-movie set. Was that a shield?
So we'll be seeing our first example of
cool.
teleportation being used by Scarlet right here.
Ah. The Emperor's Throne.
Huh? Where is this place? This is not my father's chambers.
You have disobeyed me for the final time, Scarlet. Enjoy an eternity in the Tower of Eternal Solitude. For all eternity!
The old fool did not notice I am wearing my jetpack.
Booster usage. Jump. Wait. Use booster.
Thanks.
Survive deadly fall.
That's a great guide. Wait. Boom. Perfect. Ooh. Vertical ray gun. Oh, you have to have a separate ray gun to shoot over the edge.
Shoot those energy orbs down below. Keep in mind, Stacy was doing this on a soundstage, okay?
Or these are you talking about? Ah. I like that he can just tell you what to do. Wait. Perfect. Such a useful guide. However will I shoot enemies that are coming from below? For that I'd need some kind of vertical ray gun. Do I need to go down there? It's the only place I can go, isn't it? Yeah. Whee! Ah.
The energy imps. Such a neat effect.
That is kind of cool.
Each movement frame by frame and superimpose it into live footage. We were pulling all-nighters for weeks. Well, when I said we, I meant the artists. I'm pretty much useless if I don't get a solid 10 hours a night. But they were at it forever. They had to redo it all because I accidentally told them red instead of
My
blue
father
the
revoked
first
my
time.
access to the teleport terminals. I
Artists.
shall only be able to utilize the ones I activate manually.
Man, some of these shots are dragging on longer than I remember.
Back off! I'm exploring! Alright, so that's the only place I can go to now. Can't touch that.
Ah, I knew you would return.
Puny Earthman, you shall help me overthrow the Emperor.
Why would you turn against your own father? How do I know I can trust you?
This scene.
I long to be
This is practically Shakespeare in outer space.
Just as the entire planet does.
And, huh? Patrick, what's wrong with the video?
Sorry, sir. Technical problems.
Darn it, we're missing some really good writing here.
There. Sorry about that.
Well, we just passed right by her big scene. Basically, they agree to work together, but one must stay behind in the sleep chamber at all times.
Oh.
Should I rewind?
Never mind, I'll continue from here.
So they just needed a way to put that in, but didn't know how to explain it. Great.
Budget was a little...
Whoa.
even by standards back then. To make do, Tony shot a couple scenes in black and white. Originally, he intended to use it for flashbacks. But then I had to break it to him. Our film doesn't have flashbacks. We almost made it a silent film just to cut costs.
It would appear that now is the time for us to climb the Deadly Tower of Monsters.
That's trademarked.
Good screenwriting 101. Always announce the title before the film itself. How else are you going to let the audience know your heroes really mean business? Now, that weapon, it's just an electric shaver, but you know, I bet you'd never guess it was, would you? They look so futuristic.
I love that they've got little strings attached to them. You can see how they're flapping about. Cool, so I've done enough to sort of get an idea of this game, but I'm very much enjoying it, so why not start going into the tower a bit as well? It's called the Deadly Tower of Monsters. Let's go into that tower and have a poke about.
I know
Ooh.
a taxidermist who helped us out with these bat creatures for real cheap. He's not
Yeah.
good.
They look real cheap.
He's kind of sloppy if you want to know the truth. But that's the best part.
Oh.
A sloppy bat looks scarier. Oh, but you gotta sew up that sphincter. Just trust me on that one.
And just a big millipede. There's all kinds of weird shit going on at the same time. Dinosaurs, the monkeys, the bats, there's bugs and plants that are alive, giant crabs. This game is just like a combination of so many B-movie looking things.
Oh, the squids.
And they're-
poor
they're-
neighbor had these
there-
nephews
there you
who
go.
wanted to be in the films.
And they really like squids.
They made me cast them as squids. Whatever happened to artistic integrity? If you're
Oh,
gonna
that
cast a role not
gets
on
rid of your
merit, just let
lasers.
it be a hot female role. Oh, you don't want to miss a single minute of this scene. The nuclear ends. Hey, we need to remind the audience our heroes are climbing a tower. So I needed something that would stick to walls. Originally, we had these web-footed what-have-yous. Not very scary.
But no,
And
just
then
stick
I
in
got
some
cake in
random
my
shit
trailer,
instead.
And it was crawling with ants in the morning. And that's when it hit me. What is the most obnoxious thing in the world?
Oh no! This head belonged to my co-pilot robot.
Oh, we gotta put it back together.
Companion in the galaxy.
We gotta fix him.
Dick. Malfunction. Dick. Malfunction.
It's a cheap joke, but it's still
Gregorians
pretty
will pay dearly
solid.
for this, my friend.
Now, what's a space adventure film without a
There's a
trusty
target
robot
down there.
sidekick, huh? Am I right? In the original draft, we had Dick and
Ah.
Scarlet team up with an alien from the planet's surface. You know the type, pointy ears, wise and emotionless. But then we came to our senses and realized that a giant tin can robot's way cooler. Besides, everybody was doing the alien thing back then. You know me, I'd rather be a trailblazer. The insurance company made us install those safety guards after our actors fell off the set one too many times. Granted, they kept falling off even with the rails, but thanks to how the contract was laid out, we were no longer liable for their injuries. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I guess it's time to talk about the elephant in the room. Why on earth does this crazy film have title cards on screen when people are talking? You're thinking that, aren't you? I know you are. I would be too. Well, we had thought about making it a silent film at one point, so we shot a lot of scenes up close like this, with the dialogue written out for the audience to read. Well, when we swapped over to making a talkie, well, we just decided to keep on going rather than reshooting all those scenes.
Oh god. Giant eye. Oh no, it blows up.
Ah, the best part about being in showbiz. Craft services. It's like never-ending supply of free food all day long. I never had to pay for a single meal. Hey Patrick, I notice you guys don't do that here in your studio. You should talk to your boss. Maybe even just a bagel station. That nitpicking science community also complained about these Terra whatevers breathing fire. Like there's fossil evidence of dinosaurs not ever shooting fireballs. It's not like I gave them neck frills or had them spit poison or anything ridiculous like that.
Alright, so I was thinking I was going to come up to a boss soon, but I have not. Gotcha. So I guess I should just start reviewing this now. It still feels like I'm building up to a boss, but maybe the whole game is just going to feel like I'm about to get to a boss level. But this is really good. It's really enjoyable. I'm really feeling the whole style of it being like old sci-fi B-movie, or just loads of B-movies stuck together. Obviously the core of it is it being sci-fi, but then you've got so many things in it. I don't think you can say it's just influenced by that. Yeah, it's just a cool setup, and the fact that it's supposed to be a film and you've got this commentary and that there's stop motion parts. All of this just is such an interesting idea, and it's such a nice style to have in a game. I think it's amazing. The gameplay itself is very like Ratchet and Clank or Gauntlet and stuff like that I said earlier on. It's nothing like spectacular. I don't think there's anything in the gameplay that's like blowing my mind so far. Maybe that'll change later on. But really it's the story that is kind of selling this. And I think the story, well, it's not necessarily the story, the idea that's in it in the first place just outweighs it so much that I don't think it matters that this gameplay is sort of standardy feeling. It's not even standard, it's a well done version of those kind of games. It's still a fun beat 'em up, sort of top heavy beat 'em up. It's not an aerial view, but you know, sort of above. Based around upgrades as well is another thing that makes it feel like Ratchet and Clank. So it's a very cool style. The idea of it, the commentary thing is genius, and I love it. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm probably going to play this whole game. I've said that about the last two things. I was probably going to play more. This I'm definitely going to end up playing the whole game because I think it's fantastic. I love the style of it. So I'm going to give this game a 7.
Oh yeah. Style of filmmaking. Have the hero do absolutely nothing from time to time.
Him taking the piss is also kind of enjoyable. But that's it for this episode. I very much recommend you play this game. It's very cool. I'm really looking forward to seeing where it goes. I love it. I love the style. It's perfect. It's such a nice feel to it. It's so interesting than to just have... like, there's so many games that are so similar in this style. This is so far out there. I can't think of a game that's really like this. The only thing I can think of is Destroy All Humans. Has got sort of that old school style to it, but it's not got this. It's not like an old film. That's what I think makes this work really well. So go check this out. I will see you next episode. Bye bye. Let's get rid of the big one first. Oh no, I didn't want you to open that yet. No! We're gonna get surrounded.